from Sunny Singapore. I'm Geeta, the head of Customer Center.
Hi, I'm Vivian and I'm the head of Course Management and Learning.
And we are from DBS Bank. So the DBS Customer Center is a 19-year-old center, and like all customer centers world over, we face the same challenges of trying to hire the right people, trying to retain them, and trying to stay relevant to our customers and our business. Add to that, we're also in the middle of a lot of disruption, especially being in the financial sector. We are being disrupted as a bank. So the need to change or risk being disrupted is very imminent. And ours is a story of change, how we've changed the way we work and the way we serve our customers. So come join us in our journey of change. So what was our strategic focus for 2017? We wanted to build a future-ready workforce. We wanted to transform our servicing model from analog to digital, build a strong data-first culture, a risk framework that is very robust, and also to create a workplace for the future gen. And all our priorities are aligned with our vision to become the best contact center in the world, making banking joyful for our customers. And at the end of the day, we are in a people business. So we are strongly guided by our philosophy that happy people will make happy customers, and the happy numbers is a natural outcome. So Vivian, would you like to share some of the innovations of 2017?
Sure. So Geeta, as I look back in the last 5 years I've been with the center, I think we're undergoing so phenomenal changes and the speed of transformation is just so fast. And the contact center is getting more and more dynamic as we bring in more channels digitally, like the video teller machine. I think it's one of the first in the world as well. And in order to build a future-ready workforce with digital capabilities, we figured out that the best way was try and engage them digitally. And that was precisely how Alive was born.
Yes.
Alive is a mobile application that was developed in-house. We had a bunch of guys, they came in, they learned coding on their own, and they built Alive from nothing. So today is a key platform we use. They could post pictures about their vacations or when they're just having team lunches. They could send each other thank you notes. Or,
Like the Facebook of
it's actually the
Center.
Facebook of Customer Center. And there's even a digital performance scorecard where they could also send ideas and try and garner for votes to support these ideas. There's also digital shift bidding that they could use the app to do. So end of the day, I think we have built a digital and socially connected workforce who lives and breathes digital.
Alive was just the start of many other things to come with.
Absolutely. I never in my wildest dream that I thought Customer Center would actually be doing applications development. And with the success we saw in Alive, we went on to develop our very first chatbot. A chatbot that was made for the customer service officers. We call it Ask SME. The Ask SME chatbot basically provided anytime and anywhere support when our customer service officers needed quick answers. And after all, they only have a few minutes on the phone to try and give the perfect answer to the customers. What is the greatest thing from this is that the annotators of the chatbot are actually customer service officers. So what this really means is that we have customer service officers that teach the chatbot how to speak in the right language, how to say it in the right way so that other customer service officers can understand and use that to advise to the customers.
We've also embraced that for our learning. We've curated a lot of content. We call it the Digify curriculum, where all our staff can go, they can learn anytime, anywhere.
And we started to transform the way we learn from traditional training to digital learning. And today, our CSOs can learn through our learning management system, which we call Horizon.
And when we talk about future-ready workforce, we also need to embrace the skills economy, and that's where we roll out shift bidding.
what shift bidding really means is that we allow the customer service officers to pick and choose the day they want to come to work, the time they want to come to work, because we all know how rigid it can get sometimes working in a contact center where you have to work based on the call arrival. And having said that, we went ahead and we launched it, and I still believe we are one of the first centers in this region that does shift bidding.
And really well received from our staff, because it allows them to do other things. It's kind of, there's a good work-life integration. We are living by our philosophy of, live more, bank less. Talking about, changing the way we work, we've also changed the way we serve our customers. We all know that studies have shown that digital customers bring you more revenue, they are more sticky, more loyal. And how can we in the contact center then support this digital migration and adoption for our customers? What we did is we actually started writing content for our help and support pages on our online banking. In fact, I think we're the only contact center that owns these digital assets within the contact center. In order to make sure that we get a high viewership of our help and support pages, we use search engine optimization techniques. We use taxonomy to make sure that the language that we use is really speaking the language of the customers. And all of this effort is to migrate our volume that comes in our analog channels to digital. Of course, there are customers who will still call us. To be able to handhold them in this whole digital journey, we created a team. We call them the digital evangelists, because what they really do is evangelize these analog customers to embrace digital. All these efforts are really towards being more proactive rather than reacting and waiting for customers to call, identifying these opportunities and proactively educating them on how they can help themselves.
Yeah, that's right. And just talking about proactive, I thought it would be worthy to mention about speech analytics. We try to predict that there might be potential breaks in their journeys through the verbatims and the intonations of conversations. And with that, we're able to actually bring down calls that has negative emotions in them.
So all this amazing effort that we put in, that was made possible because of some key capabilities. We adopted the agile way of working so that we could, form cross-functional squads. And of course, we had two key capabilities to support us, and one was a very strong data culture and a very strong risk framework. So in terms of data, we created our own data team. We built their capabilities from just doing traditional ways of data collection and reporting to more analytics, prescriptive analytics. Our risk framework was also designed in such a way that it's very simple and easy to understand. Because after all, we are a financial institution and we want to create that awareness of risk at all levels. So how did all of this result in the outcomes that we wanted to achieve at the end of it? We have some amazing numbers to share.
Definitely.
Our employee engagement was at 79%, which is in the top quartile. Our attrition and absenteeism numbers are well within industry standards. 6% absenteeism and about 27% annualized attrition. We created 12 new roles, and I think about 7% of our workforce is now doing roles that didn't exist in the contact center a few years back, right? I mean, we've got app developers, content writers,
chatbot teachers.
Yeah, so the list goes on. And of course, we believe that if our employees are happy, then our customers are happy too, and that's very evident in our customer satisfaction scores. Our CSAT is at 4.6 out of 5. It's really trending upwards month on month. We receive on average 8,000 compliments for our staff, which is a 60% increase from last year when we were getting about 5,000. All the effort to migrate our customers from analog to digital will be achieved an 8% reduction in our call volumes. And Vivian, as we speak today, we've reached 1 million viewership on our public help and support pages.
Wow.
So that was our target for 2018. We've achieved that 2 months ahead. So it's a big achievement for us.
And Gita, don't forget that we were also rated number 1 in the Customer Satisfaction Index of Singapore, the CSS. I know that's a mouthful, but it's one of the highest accolades in the industry, where we pitch ourselves against other banks, financial institutions, and many other service industries at large. And
11 industry awards. So we are proud of being recognized by the contact center industry in Singapore. And we are here now on the world stage. We are shooting this video on an iPhone through Startup Style. And before we end this, we want to also share with you our video that we had created for our whole 2017 journey. Homemade, homegrown video, no cost. I just wanted to share that our CEO Piyush Gupta, he calls us a 26,000 startup company that is nimble and ready for change. And in all that we do in the contact center, we've tried to embrace that philosophy. Whether it's our employee journey or the customer journey, we've tried to achieve this whole objective of making banking joyful for our customers and live more bankless, our philosophy of live more bankless. So all this transformation aside, we could be having robots to help us with our work. One thing we're very clear, because deep down we are human at heart. So thank you so much for this opportunity, and I hope you enjoy the video.
Thank you.